Everyone remembers where they were on 9/11, except that's not really as true these days, with a lot of legal adults having been born after 9/11, or people like myself who, even though I was alive at the time, I was 3, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was probably sitting on the floor somewhere. However, I think every single Pokemon fan, young and old, can remember where they were when they found their first shiny. I remember where I was. I was 10 years old. I had gotten Pokemon Diamond just after my birthday as a sort of post-birthday gift, and I was in Mount Coronet, traveling up to Snowpoint City. Now, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but like, I would entertain a lot of random encounters in the early game in Pokemon, but towards the late game I tend to run away, if not repel my way through everything. So that was the case here when I stumbled upon a wild Clefairy where the only notable difference was the green horns that it had. And given that this was the generation that started gender variants, I just thought that this was maybe a gender variant. And so I ran away, and then I never saw one again. Now, even though I failed that shiny, because at the time I didn't even know what a shiny was and that was a shiny Clefairy, I do remember where I was when I found my very first legitimate shiny. Now, skip forward a few years. I was in grade 10, I was 15, and Pokemon X and Y had just come out. I specifically got a copy of Pokemon X because of a very specific version exclusive Pokemon, Clauncher. I don't know what it was about Clauncher, but it really just like took my heart, and so I wanted to get a Clauncher. I have very fond memories of playing this game because it came out at a time where people still didn't really know a whole lot about the games before they came out, and so I remember being on Tumblr and everyone was sort of documenting their experiences and finding out new things, and I remember reading about chain fishing, a shiny hunting method where as long as you kept fishing in the same spot and kept reeling in a Pokemon over and over, you were eventually guaranteed a shiny with how high the odds were. So once I got myself a good rod, I decided to try it out on my favorite version exclusive Pokemon, Clauncher. The idea was that I would add it to my team and then I would play through the game with it. And that's exactly what I did. I caught a red little Clauncher that I named Show after one of the protagonists from Kamen Rider W, which was a show I was really into at the time. Now, my fans who have been here from the beginning might remember last year when I made my first video ever, which was a Pride Flag challenge. The idea was that during the month of Pride, I would hunt for 6 different shinies whose colors matched the colors of the Pride Flag, and I tried to recreate that this year, but I kind of failed. See, I intended for the hunts to be a lot more interesting, a lot more intricate, a lot harder, and maybe I bit off more than I could chew. But I did still want to show you a highlight from this failed video, which was me recreating my very first shiny hunt ever. A chainfish for Clauncher in the very same spot on the very same game cartridge. So I hope you enjoy this compilation of that footage, and please leave a comment down below about what your first shiny hunt was. I'd really love to know, honestly, I'm so curious. Oh my god! Whoa! Oh, whoa, holy! Literally, as I was encountering that, like, okay, oh my god. When I reeled it in, I was actually worried that I had reeled it in too slow, and I was like, oh, thank god I didn't break the chain. Wouldn't it be so funny if this was shiny? Oh! I didn't phase either. I was worried I was gonna phase on Horsey. I actually had plans for what I would do if I phased on Horsey, but woo! Okay, first shiny of Pride Month. Let's go! Okay, I gotta lock in and I gotta catch this thing. So I'm switching out to Breloom. Oh, buddy, let's go. Okay, you're going to sleep. Perfect. Okay, now we just gotta find the perfect ball for it. I mean, obviously, it's a red Pokemon, so what ball would be more fitting than a basic red Pokeball, right? But let's take a look at some other options. I could use a Premier Ball, especially because it's got like white stripes on it. I feel like it would look good in a Premier Ball. It could also look pretty good in a Timer Ball. I think the Premier Ball is calling to me. I think I'm gonna catch it in a Premier Ball. It's a critical capture too. Let's go! Yes! Oh my gosh. I can't believe I got it on stream. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, my very first shiny that I ever hunted and caught was a shiny Clauncher in this copy, this cartridge of this game. And I named it Sho after Shotaro Hidari from Kamen Rider W. So, him being one character out of a duology of characters that comprises Kamen Rider Double, it just doesn't feel fitting to have him sitting there all alone. So, I'm going to name this Clauncher Terui after Kamen Rider Axel from Kamen Rider W. He's the secondary rider. He's red with like blue eyes, so it actually is kind of fitting. I'm so sorry, Philip. I was gonna do that to you the whole time. Do we have a nature guess? Do we have a nature guess? I'm gonna guess Jolly. We gotta go to the PC anyways. Rash, you're guessing Rash? I hope my lobster doesn't have a rash. I guess it's more of a shrimp. I hope my shrimp doesn't rash. No chafing my shrimp. Do not chafe the shrimp. But yeah, obviously my nature guess is Jolly. You know me, I guess Jolly. Even though Jolly would be a horrible nature for this thing. It's not like I'm gonna use it competitively. Okay. Let's see a shrimp. Sassy nature. Sassy nature, Mega Launcher. Characteristic, very finicky. Oh, you're so beautiful. Let me see your little animations. Aw, you're so cute. Terui, let's go. People who watch my channel, who watch this when the video goes up, they're gonna have no idea about this Kamen Rider thing, but I'm so glad that you were here to experience it. Alright, regular Clauncher. Shiny Clauncher. Let's go. Look at it. It's so I love this shiny Pokemon so much. Yeah, let's go Terui. Won his first battle. So I realized yesterday that I completely went that whole segment without playing with Terui in Pokemon Ami. Which is a shame because, like, that's one of the only ways that you can really see a Pokemon up close and personal. So I want to make a point of doing that more. He's floating! Whoa! That's cute. Where do you like being pet? He has such a serious look on his face. Clearly, I haven't done this at all on this file. I'm gonna feed you this one. Well, you did like that. Have another. Let's go, my little buddy.